We have some more breaking inputs coming in. Israel briefs UN on aid to Gaza, says dozens of daily trucks have been approved, but Israel has refused to supply the enemy Hamas with any aid in accordance with international law.
When Hamas took power in Gaza in 2007, you all know it very well, they murdered hundreds of Palestinians with their own hands. They used Palestinians as human shields, building terror bases under hospitals and missile launchers next to schools. What do you expect us to do? They hoard medical supplies, food and fuel for themselves when these resources could benefit their people. Hamas is holding roughly 500,000 liters of fuel. In any discussion about lack of fuel, your demands should be directed at Hamas. Israel has approved dozens of more than dozens, of daily trucks of humanitarian supplies, including food, water and medical equipment. But Israel refuses to supply the enemy, Hamas, with any aid, in accordance with international law.
We have Pradeep Datta joining us in the broadcast with more details from Tel Aviv. Pradeep, the ground operations are intensifying, but at the same time, as far as concern of humanitarian aid reaching people of Gaza is concerned, Israel says we are allowing dozens of trucks, but we refuse to give any sort of aid or help to Hamas, any help that could go to Hamas.
Yes, you are absolutely right. In fact, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, he was addressing a press conference, and during that press conference, he made it clear that they are not going to provide any kind of humanitarian aid. Whatever is reaching it is through the international community. It's only after proper inspection and checking that they are allowing the aid to reach there. Because initially we had seen that they were objecting to even humanitarian aid being sent by the international community, because they said that whatever fuel that will be reaching, that will only be helping Hamas terrorists. In the past also, they have already shown here visuals where the cement was sent by Japan for the development. Those cement bags were used for carrying ammunition from one place to another place. In the same way, the vehicles that are being sent by the UNICEF are to be used for the children, but instead it is used for ferrying Hamas terrorists from one area to another area. The same way that Israel is maintaining that how the basement of the hospitals, how the civilian infrastructure, mosque, everything is being used by Hamas terrorists to carry out attack, and those are being used as command and control centers. So in such a situation, they are making it clear to the public that they are continuing with the systematic war against Hamas. They're already expanded the ground incursion, and they have already entered 2 miles inside the Hamas territory, Gaza. And already yesterday the visuals were released where some of those Israeli troops were seen standing over the hotel, and just 2 days back there were heartening visuals of the soldiers raising Israeli flag on one of the buildings there inside Gaza, because the Gaza that had been totally out of bound for the Israeli troop is now seems that it is impregnable, that they have started entering, and they had also been able to release one of their soldier who was in their captivity for the last several days, because it was on October 7, one of the soldiers of IDF was taken hostage, and finally they were able to liberate. This has given a boost to the confidence of the Israeli troops there on the ground also, because now they feel that they will be able to liberate many others too from their captivity.